Peter said he really liked the last text game, and here it is.
905.
Yeah, the game was called 905. It is now 10:51 at night. I'm a really bad father, but go ahead, Peter.
Oh, well, I would say that you're, it's good to be bad in this. All right.
Everything bad is good for you. Okay, go ahead. What do you see here, Peter?
Oh, now Colossal Cave. Those have found fortunes and treasure and gold. Well, I don't intend to be one of the ones who never return. Although I hope the game won't, plot require it to be. A small stream flows out of the building and down. Should I take follow the stream, or did he? Well, I don't know if he'll register, but so he does. Maybe follow causes him to look at the next word, right? Let's just see what happens. When was this made?
1976. It was created. Will Crowther started it in 1975, 76. During that time, this version was expanded by a graduate student at Stanford University named Don Woods. So Will Crowther created it. He actually had some very young daughters, and he created this game so that he could play the game with his daughters. And he programmed it for a little while, kind of lost interest in it, and then Don Woods, a graduate student in California, found it and expanded it, beefed it up, and as you could see from this screen, this particular version that we're running, more people worked on it. So the core idea of playing a game in which you type words and you explore an imaginary space described with words, that was Will Crowther's idea. And Don Woods took it and expanded it and really tweaked it and refined it and made the game very popular in the 70s.
You're in go to you have any ideas for what I can type into?
You could type Go Forest.
Yes. This one is confusing me a little bit more than 905.
Okay. What's different about this game?
I think that the thing that struck me first was it's more difficult for it to recognize words. Now, I will, forgive it for that because the games are made like 30 years apart or so. 905 would clearly state in which direction everything was. Here, actually, already I've gotten lost, so I might as well just jab keys randomly until I go somewhere.
That's one way to solve it. Now, Peter, in the games that you're used to playing, you're used to typing M or map or something else like that, and a map just pops up. In these games from the 70s and even on into the 80s, part of the fun was actually, with pen and paper, making a map. People enjoyed doing that, as much as they enjoy doing what you're doing, typing different words. And that's a very different experience than what most gamers today have.
It's not exactly making me angry, but it's different, so it's confusing me, and so it's annoying me. So the confusing that's annoying me, not the different.
Okay.
That's annoying me.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Peter, if you could solve this game in one turn, and you just typed win game, how much fun would it be?
It would not be fun.
Okay, so there's something about a challenge. If the opening of a game is a little bit difficult, it makes you kind of want to continue.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well,
You okay there, buddy?
yeah.
It's late.
I'm fine. I no longer seem to remember how it was we got here. Uh-oh. I appear to be lost already. I mean, even the computer system doesn't know where Oh, well, does it let you scroll? Yes, it does. Let's see.
Yeah, this one actually does let you scroll.
Well, that's a good thing, because
these old games actually, Peter, were actually designed so that the words would be printed out on a long, long roll of paper. So you wouldn't actually have to scroll the screen like that. You could just look on the big piece of paper, which would, gather up in folds on the floor.
Oh dear. Well, it happens that since he doesn't exactly remember how I got here, and one more time we'll check. A brick building. And Colossal Cave Adventure. Brick building. You're standing at the end of a road by a small brick building. Around you is a forest. A small stream flows out of the building and down. Oh, well, maybe if I rephrase that a little bit. Like... Let's see what that does.
Just try building. Just try typing building.
Alright. Who cares if I ever find Colossal Cave?
It is called Colossal Cave Adventure, not Wandering in the Forest Adventure.
It is an adventure, so I'd like to, determine my own path. Let's see if I follow that path a little bit further. Let's try this.
Notice it's taking you back and forth between these two.
I know. Cross. Okay. Is there any other way I could phrase just go over the other side of the hill to the building? Oh, wait. The building in the distance. Oh, I must have been looking back then.
Okay. Right. Now type look here. Okay. Now this is the room where you started.